Hey everyone, Eric Lima here. You're watching my YouTube show in which my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my mental oddball shenanigans come from my brain. It's EML77 TV. It's episode 512. How's everyone going on this Monday, Wednesday afternoon, 4:31 p.m., March 25th, 2020. The official first full day of my SDIQ situation. As you know, Governor Baker has made an edict that non-essential businesses have to close due to the COVID-19 virus outbreak. Stay encouraging us to stay home and not go anywhere or anything like that, so we can beat this thing. So, and as a result, the mall that I work at has to close for at least a couple of weeks. But my bosses, the management I work under, had suggested that I would file for unemployment, which I did. So all I got to do is call on Sunday. My sister helped me out with that. All I got to do is make the phone call Sunday, and here we go. So we don't know how long it's going to be when the governor decides to lift everything. President Trump, I've been hearing that he wants everything to be back to normal by Easter, which is not going to be very easy. A lot of people are getting upset about that decision. I think he's just saying it just to motivate us to stay at home and make sure that we do our part in staying home. And I think it's just a motivation. It's like, okay, if he wants it done by Easter, we got to do what he says right now. I know there's a lot of people going out there trying to make dumb decisions and everything else. People getting arrested for, if they had the coronavirus already. People getting arrested by just coughing on people on purpose, and that's not right. If we stick our butts home, I think, and stay at home, I think we're going to be fine. I'm in good spirits right now. I'm trying to keep myself busy, which is very, very difficult to do. I'm stuck on the internet all day. It's been, like I said, I watched a couple episodes of Batman from the DVDs. I watched 5 Deadly Venoms here on YouTube and whatnot, and it has not been a very easy time for me to deal with, and it has been, like I said, I've been upset with a lot of things going on. I just found out that one of the YouTube channels that simply still has a vendetta against me due to the fact that I'm friends with somebody that person does not like, has decided to make 2 stupid videos of me by taking some of my videos and bunching them together and make it so nonsensical. And it's like it makes no sense. I mean, what does this person have to prove, right? I reported him and blocked him, and nothing has been done yet by YouTube, obviously, because of that, because of what's going on right now. And it's okay. I'm not gonna respond to that person or anything like that, an individual, because I don't need to, and that's not worth my time, unfortunately. So, because I got a lot of bigger things to worry about right now, and one thing I'm thinking about is, if God decides to close this door on this job and open up a new one, I'm all for it. But for right now, I look at the upside. If it does snow in these two weeks, in one of these 2 weeks, one of the days in these 2 weeks, I personally probably don't have to worry about coming in, because with the mall closing, why bother, right? Because usually around April time, sometimes winter could have its last few gut punches. But the way I'm looking at the weather report, the 10-day weather forecast right now, is most of the highs are going to be in the 50s. So I think that we're done with the winter weather. Despite what's been going on, it has been a mild winter. Let me tell you, it's amazing about everything going on. There's some rumors going on that June or July will pick up the Major League season, which I'm kind of shocked that you decided, that's what they're hoping, and that's what they want and expected. That's what they're hoping. I mean, we got to somehow get back to our normal life. We got to somehow do it. I mean, a lot of people have been upset saying that the elderly people will have to die for the economy and all that. Um, we got to do something though. I'm not saying killing the elderly is going to help. We got to somehow get back to our regular lives, man. And this is probably what we need to do is that. And I mean, it's kind of pretty convenient that hearing that China's going back to normal while the rest of the world is in shambles with this whole thing right now. And this one, I had a feeling, I'm smelling something. I'm smelling a rat here. I'm smelling, it doesn't smell something rotten in Denmark, man. It doesn't look too good, man. I'm suspecting that, between the media fear mongering this whole coronavirus thing, and then all of a sudden the media is trying to spin it on. I think the media is really playing both sides of the coin, if you know what I mean. The media is trying to scare us, and they're trying to scare out the president into saying stuff, and then that's what it is too. So I think the media is the ultimate enemy here, in my personal opinion. But like I said, it has been very difficult. So I'm trying to be more relaxed now because I'm trying to get everything settled with the unemployment filing and everything else for right now. It's going to be a super difficult these 2 weeks not working, and I may have to forego my April vacation for this. So unless they say you can take those hours and because by the time we get back open, I'm technically supposed to be on April vacation. So it's gonna be very complicated. Because I didn't think that, when I took my first vacation last week, it was kind of timed in, unless but now I came back to work Monday and Tuesday. I only worked yesterday and Monday and yesterday, and then after 10:30 yesterday, we're all off, and But the reason why I'm not totally upset and crying and angry about me being laid off is not just me; it's all my other coworkers. It's happening to them as well because of the fact that the mall is closed and everything else. So it's like So they made a suggestion, file for unemployment because we don't know how long this thing's going to be. So I'm like, okay. So it'll help my sister Jewel. Thank you, Jewel. That's happening. So all I gotta do is make a phone call on Sunday and then get to work. Yeah, it's weird because we don't have no church, no band rehearsal last night, and I forgot to watch Impact Wrestling last night as well. So it's like, with everything going on, it is totally strange that we live in these times, man. You don't expect it, I know. I think in a matter of years, I think it won't be long when this, things will start to happen, unravel, to the point where I think and I believe, I'm not so sure. I don't know. It could be 10 years from now, could be 15 years from now, could be 5 years from now. I don't know. When everything is starting to, change a lot. So it's something that we really need to think about. I praise God for Him sustaining me and my family, and we've been through a lot. Like I said in the last episode, we've been through a lot these past 4 years. I mean, I've been through a lot here on YouTube as well. 2016, 2018, I've been trolled on YouTube. Like I said, it wasn't a fun thing to deal with. And at first, I started making response videos and all that, and then all of a sudden, like, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm not going to call anybody out, and I'm not going to even mention names or anything like that due to that situation. I just going to have nothing to do with it because I have nothing to do with it and want nothing to do with it. And then that's the thing that and all the reason why I've been trolled on just to get me to break up a friendship with somebody that I've what I have in common with is game shows, and that situation that he had to deal with that enemy of his. has nothing to do with me. We have nothing to do with it. I have not. My friendship with him has. My friendship with my friend has nothing to do with his situation with his enemy. That situation, the whole eBay drama thing. So that has nothing. Our friendship had nothing to do with that, and it had to do with our love for classical game shows, and that was it basically. So it's so yeah, that's what it is, And am I ticked about this situation? And found out, yeah, like I said, I found out another channel last year, November of last year, decided to continue. It's only made 2 videos about it. I'm like, dude, let it go, move on. I happened 4 years ago. Cut the comedy. It's over. It's done. So it's like, yeah, okay, well, like, fine. But I understand. I didn't respond to him. I just reported him and blocked him. That's it. I blocked the individual. It's like I said. It has not been a fun time for me. But you're trying to keep in good spirits, keep a good attitude, and basically the kids now here in Massachusetts have a month's vacation because school won't start up until May. That means we're going. I don't think the kids will have much of a summer to deal with when all is said and done. And a lot of blame can go on. It's something. So, and they're saying that the World Series can go into December, which is if the baseball season started. It's going to be totally crazy to the point where, well, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of things that are going. Once this whole thing is over, then we need to catch up. We'll play catch up on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it has not been. It has not been the easiest thing to do in the world. It's just just to sit around doing nothing, or to sit around at home and. Like I say, I'm blessed with a lot of things that I got over the years, ever since I opened up an Amazon account in 2011 and an eBay account in 2015. Who would have thought, like, all that stuff that I have, now I can, goof around with, and, like I said, I got a huge, humongous video game library, so I got umpteen million things I can do on here, and it's, like I said, it's been surreal. You know what I mean? And I got a million movies I can watch. I could binge watch Power Rangers. I can binge. Like I said, it's something else. It's and this is the first full day, and so I got to wait at least 2 more weeks. I'm hoping that it is temporary. I'm hoping I get back to work at the mall. If not, I'm going to try to find another job, which won't be very easy because of this. Whole thing. I don't know which stores will be open or available for that. I'm considering going back to the restaurant business. The restaurants go back up because to me personally, the restaurants have been. I thrived there. Listen, I worked at Ruby Tuesday in North Dartmouth for 15 years. I thrived there. Not only thrived there from an hour's point of view, but also from a social point of view, because I made a lot of friends when I worked at Ruby Tuesday, and that's what made me difficult to find 28 people that I put on if you check them out my Big League Slugger baseball videos, it's like difficult to find 28 of my favorite people. Just, I should build a second, I'm considering building a second team, and moving one of the wrestling teams to the Western Conference, and, it's like, it is just, whoa, you know what I'm saying? It's just totally crazy, to say the least, and, excuse me. Oh, man, it's been that kind of day, We're sitting here. It was something. Nooked myself some hot dogs for lunch, and eating chocolate chip cookies, eating up Cheetos and whatnot. So I'm trying to survive the 2 weeks, and you have to put those cans of soda inside the fridge. I may have to do that tonight. So it's been totally crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's totally crazy, but And we're gonna get through this. We're gonna beat this thing. I still believe it to this day. We're still gonna beat this thing. We're gonna get through this thing. And the ironic part about this whole thing is like over 10 years ago, this is a situation. I'm not saying there was no virus outbreak back 10 years ago. Obviously, this was a situation like Ruby Tuesday where I was down because of the mall, not the mall, the Ruby Tuesday management changes. As you know, a month before, over 10 years ago, that my boss, of 8 years, the general manager Chris Vieira at 8 years got fired in February 2010, the beginning of February 2010, and bringing in somebody who gave us a lot of hours, gave me a lot of hours. Like the first couple of weeks, I believe. I think the entire month of February, I believe, I got a lot of hours in. So I was like, okay, cool, all that good stuff. And then all of a sudden, when March hit, it was down to 3 days, 3 shifts. So I was working half, and so I think during that time in March, around 10 years ago, I was trying to find for another job, and I tried to file for unemployment with my former boss Chris helping me out with that, and got nowhere with it until I got the job at the Swansea Mall in May of 2010, and then in May of 2010, and all. I can't believe it that this May, it'll be, SMS. SMS was part of the whole thing, but I got transferred to the Dartmouth Mall in June of 2010. But May of 2010 was when my first, was my new job, which it was surreal because I'm working at a different job with total strangers and everything else. I kind of struggled to get adjusted to the whole thing for the first 2 months, and then because I was so used to working at the Dartmouth Mall, I was used to being there, and one of my ultimate goals was, and I figured I wanted to work at the Dartmouth Mall, and I come to find out that the outside worker when the exterior housekeeper at the Dartmouth Mall back then got fired, that was when I stepped in and they got me the job, and so it's surreal, at that point in time. So it was something else, I'll tell you. So who thought? But 10 years ago, I remember it like yesterday, man. So this time around, I think without 10 years later, I'd be at crossroads, job wise. So, if it extends, I may be thinking about getting another job. So that's the thing that. Well, for right now, I'm trying to hang in there, and like I said, I filed for unemployment for right now, and so that will help. Once I make that phone call, it'll help me, and just it's like I said, this I don't know who to get mad at, really, to be honest with you. That's why I think, I don't want to misdirect my anger either. A lot of people are mad at Donald Trump, President Trump. A lot of people are mad at the politicians. A lot of people are mad at China. I say, I'm upset with both. I'm not upset. I'm upset with not just Trump. I think it's the whole entire White House that starts bickering like little kids. Like I said on the last episode, the White House are like a couple of Republicans, Democrats are like a couple of parents getting divorced, and we, the people of America, who represent the children, are being victims of the whole thing. And then you factor in China, who started this whole thing, and so I say I'm mad at both the White House, the entire White House, the entire Republican and Democratic parties, and the administration. I'm also angry at China for, basically screwing our way of American life. That's how I'm going to say it. That's how I'm going to put it. Now I'll be honest right now. I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump. I'm not a fan of any of the politicians. I'm not a political type of guy, but them and the Chinese government, I should say, them and the Chinese, our government and the Chinese government for basically screwing us up and screwing the world up. You know, that's basically well put. You know, they screwed us up. They screwed our lives up. Basically, our government and the Chinese government, they screwed up our lives. Basically, you know, Chinese government started the whole thing, and USA not quick to respond. That's what screwed us all up. And we don't know if we're going to have a WEML-TV festival, which, according to what the president of the WEML-TV festival and friends of it, they said he's not going to cancel it. They might push it back, but he's not going to cancel it, which is probably a good thing to do. And then what happens to the Portuguese feast? And I think the Portuguese will probably be stubborn and say we'll still hold it on this date, and they're probably, because that's a tradition here in New Bedford, you know, the Portuguese feast. So that's something that, you know, is a major concern. But, you know, thanks to our government and the Chinese government and the governments all over the world that basically they screwed up. They screwed us up. They screwed out our lives. Basically, we screwed up. They screwed up. They screwed us. Basically. They owe us. They owe us. Cash. Come on. That's how I feel, you know. But right now, I'm going to try to hang in there, and I'm trying to bring some more entertainment and fun to you. I'm just explaining, just letting you, updating you know how things are going. And we will see what will happen in the future. So, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping things will go well. All right. That's it. That's all the time we have, and I'm hoping to give you another baseball game. If not, I will try tomorrow and probably wake up early and do it. Remember, I'm off for a couple of weeks, so it's going to be really strange. So I'm trying to hang in there. Hope you guys stay safe. You know, follow the protocol, stay inside, wash your hands and all that, and just don't worry about a thing. And if you do what you're told, I think we can get this thing out and quick, and hopefully it'll die down and all that. So it's you know, I'm hoping that we I don't know if we can eradicate or eliminate this thing, but hopefully we can stand strong, stand tall, and beat this thing, and we can get back to our normal way of American life. Hope that's the case. But right now, just it's the first day of the SDIQ, social distancing, isolation, quarantine day. All right. See you guys later. Have a good day, and I'll see you next episode, 5:13. Bye.